Tonight's Southwest Airlines starting lineups. First for your Washington Wizards. 3 games above 500 at 15-12, 10-3 at home, now 5-9 on the road. It's Gilbert Arenas and Deshaun Stevenson in the backcourt. Gilbert with at least 3 3-point field goals made in each of the last 10 games. Gerard Butler, Brendan Haywood, Antoine Jamison start in the front court. Butler with a career-high 12 double-doubles. In fact, this season he has scored in double figures in every game this year. The head coach in his 4th year from Carroll High School in Washington, D.C. is Eddie Jordan. He's assisted by Mike O'Corin, Phil Hubbard, Tom Young, Wes Unseld Jr., Bill Berry, and the Wizards' head athletic trainer is Eric Waters. The Charlotte Bobcats are 7-20 overall, 5-9 here at home, 2-11 on the road. It will be Raymond Felton and Matt Carroll in the backcourt. Felton with at least 6 assists in each of his last 10 games. Last night at Dallas, he had 9 assists. In the front court for Charlotte, Gerald Wallace, Emeka Okafor, and Primo Brezec. The last meeting against the Wizards, Okafor had 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks, but they will be without Sean May and Brevin Knight tonight. 62-year-old Bernie Bickerstaff in his 3rd season at the helm of the Charlotte Ship. Of course, he began his coaching career in Washington as an assistant in '73 and was part of the World Championship staff in '78. Was NBA Coach of the Year with Seattle in 1987. Arenas drives, fading jump shot, perfect. Gilbert Arenas.
He is in a groove that offensively he can do just about whatever he wants to do out there.
Well, let's see if he does that. He does. I mean, he is.
Free throw, got the jump shot, and then came back with the 3. So 6 points in a matter of 30 seconds.
There's the first field goal you just talked about. Then he steals the ensuing pass in.
Great look at Gilbert. You can see his eyes on the ball the whole time, and then pulls up for the 3. Just has so much confidence in his shot right now.
6. Wallace, Eddie Jordan wanted to travel. Jamison keeps it alive, and Wallace slams it in.
I think he wanted a charge.
Then came to Washington, taking 17 shots and missed just 3.
Last year led the league in steals, about 2.5 per game. And he's starting to get himself going. He's been able to back him.
Approaching the 1-minute mark, first quarter of play. Here's Wallace. Drives on Jamison, gets him turned around, and scores.
Well, that time he did not fall into the trap of settling.
Wasn't there.
Top 10.
I couldn't believe it. I watched 2 tonight on Comcast Sportsnet. I know they showed it. Rookie from Argentina. Here's Gilbert. Wizards wearing the white jerseys tonight. Arenas for the 3-pointer. Good. That's his second quarter. Here's Wallace. Guarded by Butler. Gets around him and scores.
It's a guy with the hot hand. He has really been taking it to the basket. Has not settled for the outside shots, and gets that thing going.
And he's fouled. He scores. The lead is 5 and a chance to cut it to 4.
That seems like one of those plays that you really have a good opportunity to double down, because he took so long to back his man down into position. Jarvis Hayes picks up the foul.
Wallace, a 66% free throw shooter. Arenas drives, lays it up and in. Beautifully done.
Emeka to come over the back. This is that block that we talked about last year. Gerald Wallace, one of the top shot blockers from the forward position, averaged over 2 blocks a game.
Bosco lost it inside, dishes underneath the Wallace. He scores, and he's fouled.
Well, Bosco got real lucky there. I thought he may have traveled. He certainly lost control of the ball, but at the last minute able to shovel. Let's see.
One shot, let's go.
Yeah, I think he traveled, but he was able to shovel that pass over to Wallace, who, even with the foul, able to put it in. And again, now you've got a real problem on your hands, and Gerald Wallace, because he's got his adrenaline going. He's feeling the game now, and you know, he might start even hitting some outside shots.
Bickerstaff went over to Orlando's Poole, who's in his 3rd rebounds and 5 assists here in the first half of play. Well, Wallace drives, gets foul, and he scores.
Well, that's where all of his baskets have come from, right there at the paint. Close to the basket. He's taken several jump shots, and they've all gone off. He's 7 for 11, and those 4 missed shots, I think, are all jump shots. There you see Jamison swiping at the ball, coming across the arm.
Last night he was 10 for 10 from the line. Tonight he's 8 for 10. Make it 9 for 11, 19.
4 fouls.
Emeka Okafor has 3 for Charlotte. Gilbert gets all 3 free throws. Gilbert trying to get the steal. Instead, inside, the reverse layup good. A beauty by Wallace. Gambled a little bit.
Bernie Bickerstaff is telling him you've got to continue to go to the hoop.
Here is a look at Gerald Wallace, who has 21 points now. 6 rebounds, 9 of 15 from the field, and getting points in the paint where Charlotte has 28 tonight.
I'd be willing to say Wallace has most of those 28 points you spoke of.
By Jamison, nicely gets it back, shoots, and misses. But Wallace is there for the rebound, and he puts it in. And we've got a new game here, folks. Wizards lead by 2. Guarded by Butler. Around the screen from Voskuhl. Morrison now sees inside room, and Wallace scores to tie the game at 73.
Are they back and allowed him to turn the corner?
Arenas penetrates off the glass. Beautiful shot by Arenas. And 10 boards and 5 steals. Is his team again going exclusively to Wallace inside. Puts it up, misses. Tip is there.
11 rebounds.
Arenas blocking foul, score the field goal. He'll go to the line as Voskuhl was inside the restricted area.
Bob Delaney had his eye on his footwork the whole time. Said that he did not clear that restricted area. And once again, looked like his feet were off the line, but elevated over the line. Gilbert, with great concentration, drops the shot in. Bernie telling his team, look, these guys are great shooters, but no team can continue to shoot 72%.
New this season, winning 7 games. Gilbert for the long jumper, good. That's a 3-point field goal for Arenas. Tied at 93. Butler with 22 points. Alley-oop, and he scores. Went right around Jamison on the baseline.
Well, actually, Jamison did a good job of overplaying. You're trying to deny him the ball.
It's been a bit of a different story as we check the 4-game summary. Gilbert sitting on 29 for a while now. See if he's going to decide to try to take over, although his last shot attempt was blocked. Gerald Wallace with 34 points. His career high is 41. Look at these second chance points, Phil.
Well, you talk about second chance points. They usually come from offensive rebound. You have Emeka Okafor with 7 offensive rebounds. Gerald Wallace with 6. 1,
2, and 3. And a steal. Steal by Wallace the other way. Both out of tonight's lineup. Gilbert fires the 3 and hits.
You hate to come out.
Arenas with 5 to shoot. Pulls up for the jumper. Pretty as you please. 3-point field goal by Arenas. 35 points for Gilbert. And gives the Wizards a 4-point lead. Huge shot by Arenas. Gilbert 9 of 16 from the field. 12 of 14 from the line. 8 assists. 35 points. More.
And thanks in large part to some terrific 3-point shooting in this quarter. 3 of 4 from 3-point line already.
Alley-oop slam by Wallace. What a spectacular play.
Because you have Jamison coming at you, but with the quick release, this is the last play. What an exciting.
38 points and 14 rebounds.
You shouldn't stop there.
Wizards have missed 12. Makes them both, cuts the lead to 2. Backdoor, Arenas lays it in.
Set it up nicely. This team's so intent on overplaying the ball. They were 12 of 14 from the line, so We always talk about scores and how they have played over 44 minutes in this game as well.
Gilbert gets them both. 39 points in the game, and that's going to do it. So after a very tough comeback by Charlotte, the Wizards managed to escape the Queen City and get the win here tonight, as Washington wins for the 4th consecutive time, the 12th time in the last 15 games, and they improved their record to 16-12.
Well, I noticed you didn't give the total score of the big three. I did that it took me a while, but 81 points.
Okay, 81.
For the big three. Superb effort, all three of them, and the other guys as well. This was a game that they couldn't give up after starting the way they did.
And after starting the season 0-8 on the road, the Wizards have now won 6 of their last 7 away from home.